agrees with me that eyelash curlers look strangely like some kind of medieval torture device? Hi! I had no idea what to do a video about this week, and while this one doesn't exactly have a super deep, meaningful message or anything, there is one thing I've been noticing recently about myself and other people and how everyone handles it differently. Growing up, personal image and fashion are such a big deal, which they really shouldn't be, but thanks to peer pressure and glossy magazines and celebrities and your own personal insecurity, they are. And you'd be surprised how far it reaches into adulthood too. So many middle-aged women and parents become near obsessed with how people think they look, and it's just not right. Don't get me wrong, you're not stupid for being insecure, but a while ago I did a video about how I've hit that point in my life where I just don't care about relationships anymore, and I think I've hit the same point about fashion too. I've never been too worried about what people think about the way I look or dress, but when you're young it's always lurking in the back of your head, and I've fallen victim many a time to that crippling inferiority complex that kicks in when you go to that one party and think, well, I'm the ugliest person in the room. That girl's wearing a similar dress to me. Oh, she looks better though. I can't believe I even thought this would look good. Why do I even exist? And it seems like there's no escaping this eternal vortex of paranoia and self-doubt that takes over and seems so important. But let me put it this way. It's coloured fabric! I have harnessed the power of my recent zen-like outlook on life and reached another epiphany, and that is that beyond the fickle gossip magazines, in the real everyday world, fashion doesn't matter. Firstly, and forget the clothes, you, who I'm talking to right now through this screen, are already a beautiful human being. Which sounds like a cliche, but it's true. Every single person on this earth is a unique individual who looks and thinks and acts differently from everyone else. There will never be another you. And don't just roll your eyes and scowl at yourself in the mirror, because you can't see your natural beauty the way others can. And even the things you hate, whether it's the shape of a body part, your weight, that one freckle you have in that one place that you think looks stupid, all of those things make you you. It wouldn't be the same if you weren't built that way. Secondly, you can go ahead and put some clothes on now. The way you choose to encase that body in material is entirely up to you. I admit some fashion ideas and rules can be quite useful for creating a look that makes you feel confident. For example, some cuts of clothing are more flattering on some people than others. Some colours don't go together as well as others. But at the end of the day, if you're too scared to go out and buy that top that you really like just because you're worried that someone will judge you for wearing it with the wrong skirt, there's gotta be something wrong here. That's just bullshit. Being a human being is a constant struggle to express your sense of identity, and your clothing's a pretty fun way to do it. It's totally customizable and you can change it whenever you change, and ultimately it's a channel through which you can showcase your personality. So for God's sake, make it represent the way you really feel. If someone judges you or makes rude comments about the way you look or dress, that's just their opinion that only has any relevance in their own head and has nothing to do with the way you should feel about how you look. And most likely, they're just feeling insecure about their own fashion identity and just want a cheap way to make them feel better about themselves, so take no notice. And don't pay attention to gender stereotypes. If there's anything I've learned from the androgynous 70s, it's that you don't have to follow convention anymore. Those rules were broken long ago. If you're a girl who likes to feel masculine by having short hair and wearing clothes from the guys section, do it. If you're a guy who likes feeling feminine and wants to wear a dress, wear a dress. That's not weird. At the end of the day, it's a piece of fabric. Who's to say what sex it belongs to? Look at David Bowie in a dress. Don't tell me he's not rocking that little number. I wish I was half the sassy lady that David Bowie is. And lastly, don't feel like you should choose just one style or genre of clothing and wear nothing else. If you think about everything else in your life, music, movies, just interest in general, no one likes just one type of thing. You make a hodgepodge collection of everything pulled together, and fashion should be no different. From the age of 13 to about 19, I was what my town referred to as a goth or mosher or whatever the buzzword was at the time. So basically I wore baggy black jeans, band t-shirts and skater shoes for about 6 years. And after I grew into young adulthood and inevitably left all that behind, it didn't just disappear from my personality. Even though I now have quite a different taste for lots of things in general, there's still a fragment of that 13-year-old goth inside me because that's just a part of who I am. And I still like some of the music that influenced that dress sense, so every now and then I'm gonna go back to wearing it. I have a goth side, I have a 70s glam side, I have a surprisingly feminine vintage side, and I have a masculine side that features bow ties and bowler hats. But screw it, I'm not picking just one, they're all a valuable part of me, and I'm going to enjoy the freedom I have to be one today and a completely different one tomorrow. And the same goes for you. Wear everything and anything you like, whether you like plain pants, denim pants, black pants, plaid pants, silver pants, space pants, no pants. Well, you should probably wear pants, you might get arrested. Basically what I'm trying to say here is that no one has the right to judge what you wear but you, so let your inner fashionista loose and lose that inferiority complex, girlfriend. That is so less season. As I like to say, every person is like a jewel and jewels have many facets, so be confident and let each and every one of them shine. Oh, how cheesy. And now I'm gonna disappear and get to grips with this medieval torture device. Oh god, I can feel a masculine face coming on. Bye.